You're going to find that a child in class 2 might be away for 2 to 3 times because the parents, they shifted with their animals and the child goes up with them.
Having huge number of these populations as pastoralists, do you think that the school system that we have today in Kenya is relevant to this lifestyle? The answer to this is no. So what we need is to create a school system that is specifically modeled for these communities and for these children.
We say for you to get education, you must come to a building, and that's the only place you can be taught. So where people's, should I say, livelihoods depends on them moving from one place to the other, and where they take their animals, and that's how they actually eke their livelihoods. Then you're telling them basically, can you stop that and come?
The educational measures and strategies that the government has undertaken so far are quite blanket in that all the regions in Kenya are subjected to same conditions and the same lifestyles. That is not very true with Northeastern Province. It is very unique, it's very distinct.
If it's nomadic pastoralism, it's the schedule, making sure that there's a period when children come for education, there's a period they go and do the other activities, then they come. And there are successful stories around the world in terms of how nomadic children have been allowed to go to education up to a certain point, so they can better make use of life.
A number of parents and politicians and stakeholders and education administrators are actually of the viewpoint that mobile schools might work for the pastoralist communities in Northeastern Province. We have to come up with something that works for these communities. We talked about over 300 students being in a class. In terms of textbooks, we've seen students still having, 10 students sharing one textbook. We have over 500,000 children, school-age children, out of school in the pastoralist communities. There is no education, and the government does not have any program as yet. These are some of the cracks that we need to fill, and this will require a lot of resources and specialized programs, special focus by the government and other stakeholders to come together and really focus on these kids and what people can do. And I know something can be done.
Can you imagine northern Kenya with 5,000 graduate women? It will socially transform quite quickly, almost immediately.
We know that indeed kids or children who come from educated parents or household are the ones who are likely to succeed. What we need to do is to reaffirm and strengthen the parents by creating small groups that even go around and educate people in the pastoral communities, in the small villages, that it's really important to educate their children.
I'm going to school because I want to learn and know more things about the future.
I'm in school so that I can look ahead in my life and improve my life so that I can depend on myself.
I want to get education and to be prominent people like any other person, and to be a useful person in the future.
School is the factory to make men, or to make small boys to be a strong men.
Education means a lot. It means a lot. When somebody is educated, first you are far from a lot of problems. So when somebody is having education, we know somebody is far from poverty, somebody is far from being illiterate, and we have a lot of things. And also one is educated is educated to the community, for the community, because you are also bringing up the community. Yeah.
All Kenyan children have to be given equal opportunities, so that the only determining factor to their progress will be their talent, their ability, and their efforts.